Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. My name is Jen and this is Jen's Happy Home. If you're new here, I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 3 children. I have a daughter who is 7, a son who is 13, and another daughter who is 15. I absolutely love planning Disney trips, talking about Disney, doing Disney hauls, all things Disney related. I also have a lot of cleaning and organizing and other types of hauls on my channel too, so I would love to have you subscribe. Today I am so excited. I am doing a collab with PixieDust and Peaches. She is amazing. I love her channel. She covers all types of Disney content, including vlogs and pin trading and Disney hauls and beautiful Judy and Burke handbags, and she's just really a lot of fun to watch, and I'm so happy that I got to meet her through YouTube, and I'm so excited that she's doing this collab with me. And if you're coming over from her channel, hi and welcome. Thank you so much for checking out my video as well, and I have been working on this list for a long time, guys, so it is pretty long, and that is my Disney bucket list. I still have so much to do in Disney World, and it's so funny because we've been there many times. I want to say at least 15 times, and my husband was like, how much more could you possibly need to do or see in Disney? And I'm like, well, let me tell you, I'm going to pull out my list here and I'll let you know exactly what I still need to do because I have a running list. So I'm going to start off by sharing with you guys everything that I hope to do someday in Disney World, and at the end I'll just do like a little bonus footage and let you know some of the things that I have recently accomplished. I am really excited to see what she came up with as well, because everyone's lists are different, and it actually gives me more ideas when I listen to other people's lists, because sometimes there is something that I have missed, believe it or not, as long and as extensive as this list is. Okay, so these aren't in any type of order. It's just kind of as I thought of them, I put them on the list, and yeah, so let's go. I would really like to go to the Polynesian Trader Sam's bar. It looks like so much fun. If you're not familiar with it, it's not easy to get into. I think you have to get there pretty early and you have to wait to get in, and I don't even think they take reservations, but it's a bar. And they have all of these really fun, festive, creative drinks, and each drink has a story. And I think when you order a drink, there's like a little bit of a production that goes along with it. And it looks like so much fun. And it reminds me a lot of the Adventurers Club, and that was like my favorite place in all of Pleasure Island. And if you are familiar with the Pleasure Island days in Disney, please give this video a thumbs up. I know I'm totally dating myself right now, but that was one of my most favorite places to go. So I think that Trader Sam's is gonna be a lot of fun. I would love to one day dine at Victoria and Albert's. I want to try the Aristocats Bubble Waffle. Okay, going back to the Adventurers Club at Pleasure Island, I really want to dine at the Edison. I believe the Edison is going to be kind of like a wine bar restaurant. It's one of the newer dining experiences over at Disney Springs, and it is in the location where the Adventurers Club was, so I really just want to go there and scope it out, and I'm kind of hoping they have like a little hidden just like remembrance of the Adventurers Club. So if you've been there and they do, please let me know. I'm just wondering if they have something somewhere in there, a photograph or a prop or something that was actually from the Adventurers Club. I want to go to the Coke store and do a flight. I would love to do a horse carriage ride through Port Orleans Riverside. That's one of the resorts that I really like staying at, and we never had an opportunity to go on the horse carriage ride, so I think that looks like a lot of fun. Someday I would love to stay in the Grand Floridian and maybe even club level. I also would love to stay at the Polynesian and the Animal Kingdom resorts. So those are some of the resorts that I've never had a chance to stay at that I really would love to experience someday. I would also love to camp out one night at Fort Wilderness. Again, I say one night. I'm more of like a resort girl, but I think it would be a really fun experience to camp out one night at Fort Wilderness with the kids, especially now that they're still like young enough to do family campouts. I think it would be a great experience. I would love to do the luau at the Polynesian. The Disney cruise is way up there on my Disney bucket list. I really, really want to someday experience the Disney cruise. It looks like so much fun and the ships look so beautiful. So hopefully someday. If you guys have watched my vlog that I did at Hollywood Studios, you know that my favorite store is that store that's like in the Tower of Terror. I'm terrified of going on the Tower of Terror, so when my family goes, I usually go to the gift shop, and it is my favorite. They just really have cool and weird and quirky things in that store, and I'm like really big into Halloween and that kind of like darker side of Disney in a way, so I really like that store. And apparently the Haunted Mansion has a store called Momento Mori, and I don't know how I never knew about this store souvenir shop at the Haunted Mansion, because the Haunted Mansion is my favorite ride and that's on my list. I have to get to that store and do some shopping. I also would love to eat at the Skipper Canteen over by the Jungle Cruise. I have never seen it, never knew it was there. I don't know how I bypass these things sometimes, but that is something that I would also love to check out someday. I also would like to try out the Mickey's Kitchen Sink over at Beaches and Cream at the Yacht Club Beach Club Resort. I saw it on our last trip. We stayed at the Yacht Club. I absolutely love the location. And the ice cream at Beaches and Cream was really, really delicious, but the kitchen sink is like this huge, like it literally comes in a what looks like a kitchen sink, and there's so much stuff in it, like all types of ice cream and toppings, and like your whole family would need to share it. But I think it would be a lot of fun to go ahead and order that on our next trip. We'll see. I also would like to do the Animal Kingdom Lodge wine tasting. I would love to do the Keys to the Kingdom tour. That takes you like behind the scenes, behind the rides. It shows you how certain rides work. I think it also takes you through kind of like the backside of the Haunted Mansion, which would be really exciting for me because again, that is my favorite ride ever. So I think it would be fun to see how they create like the ballroom dancers and how they do all of the fun things that they do on the Haunted Mansion ride. I also would like to complete the Epcot World Showcase passport. Every time that we go to Epcot, we do get some type of a passport and we have the country stamp it, but I never make it to all of them. So I would love to make it to all of the countries at least one time. I would like to try out the school bread in Norway. That's a dessert that I've never had and I hear so much about it. I would also like to stay late enough to watch the Kiss Goodnight in the Magic Kingdom. That is also something that I have never seen, and I'm usually there till nearly park closing, so I don't know how I never saw it, but I think it's like after the park closes, when they're closing the shops, like really, really late at night. I probably never made it quite that long that they do this Kiss Goodnight, and that's just something I've always wanted to see. I want to ride every ride in all of the parks. And I'm not including Disneyland because I'm not too familiar with Disneyland yet. And from what I've seen, the rides there look pretty intimidating. Like I'm a really big baby when it comes to rides. But in Disney World, I think that I've gone on most every ride. But now that they're creating all of these new Toy Story Land and the Star Wars Galaxy's Edge and everything else going on, I want to be sure to try every single ride in every single park. Except Tower of Terror. And I did try it once, but never again. I would also love to go to Disneyland someday. Spending a night club level at any resort I would be happy to do. Like I just want to know what it's like to be club level at a resort. I think that would be a lot of fun. And if you're not familiar with that, club level is when you pay a bit more for a deluxe room or a room in a deluxe resort. And there's a room that's just for you where they set up like snacks and drinks and food, and I think that they might have some meals there like a late breakfast, and it just seems like a really nice feature to add on to your vacation. Okay, this is a big one. I want to meet all the characters and get all of the autographs, and I have this Disney like encyclopedia that has all of the Disney characters, and it has a picture of them and like a little biography about who they are, you know, what cartoon they starred in and whatnot. And we started working on it on our last trip, and there are a lot of Disney characters, and I doubt that they actually have a meet and greet with every character in this book, but I would like to cover as many as possible. I think it's always fun meeting the characters. The characters just bring a whole new appreciation to your Disney experience. It's not just standing there and getting a photograph with someone, it's so much more. And if you've met like Gaston or the stepsisters or any of those characters, even the fairy godmother is so amazing, like you know exactly what I'm talking about. I think it would be a lot of fun to do Dapper Day once at least, and it's just a really fun event where people like really dress up and they do it at the Magic Kingdom, and I don't know, I've seen little clips of it and it just looks like a really great time. Something I would totally be into is dressing up one day and doing Dapper Day. And I just recently found a bunch of Etsy shops that specialize in Dapper Day like costume like outfits, so I would have so much fun with that. I would like to meet Magician Mickey, and I've never met him yet, and I'm getting a little bit worried because I've heard rumors that they're going to be doing away with Magician Mickey. And if you're not familiar with him, he's so amazing because he speaks. None of the other Mickeys in any of the parks actually speak, and he does. So I need to talk to him before they do away with him, unless if they already did, I don't even know. You'll have to let me know in the comments down below if you have any information on Magician Mickey. I really want to meet Jack and Sally. I know this kind of goes back to meeting all of the characters, but at the Halloween party, Jack and Sally come out, and I've been to a couple of Halloween parties now, and the line for them is always so long, and I want to meet them so much because that is one of my favorite Disney movies. I love The Nightmare Before Christmas. Beauty and the Beast is my all-time favorite Disney movie, in case you don't know. But I love Jack Skellington, and I really want to meet him. Also would like to someday go to Disneyland Paris and Shanghai Disney, the Hilton Head Disney Resort, the Aulani Hawaii Disney Resort, and did I say Vero Beach? I want to do the Vero Beach Disney Resort. I want to do all the Disney resorts. Like, I don't want to leave any out. I would love to do them all. I would love to see them all. Hilton Head in Hawaii and Vero Beach, they're not in Disney World, so it would be a different type of vacation, but I still think it would be fun to be on a more maybe relaxed, tropical type of vacation, but still have like a little bit of the Disney vibe. So I just think it would be a lot of fun. And that kind of leads me to something else that I've always wanted and hoped to do someday, and that was to become a DVC member, Disney Vacation Club member. And if you don't know what that is, it's kind of almost, but not exactly, like buying into a Disney timeshare where you have so many points a year that you buy into that you can use, and it's pretty much all of the Disney deluxe resorts, as well as like Vero Beach and Aulani and Hilton Head and all those other places that I would love to go someday. So I think that would be helpful to me, you know, in working on my bucket list here. Okay, so that is everything that is on my Disney bucket list. And now I just want to share with you some of the things that I recently got to do in my last couple of trips, and I just thought if you do have a list going and you're looking for ideas, maybe these will be helpful to you as well. One was staying at the Contemporary Resort, which we did on our last trip. Going to the California Grill, which I actually ended up going a couple of times at this point, and it's so much fun. It's in the Contemporary, and if you go there and you time it right, you can be there while they're doing the fireworks over at the Magic Kingdom, and they have like a balcony that you can stand out on, and they have the music kind of piped over so that you can hear the same music that's playing at the Magic Kingdom to go along with the fireworks show. So that's really a lot of fun. The Halloween party and the Christmas party, which I've done both, and they're both amazing, but nothing is like the Halloween party. It's just the best parade in Disney, by far, hands down, best parade that I've ever seen. Purchase a Dooney & Bourke handbag. I finally did that this year, and I'm really happy with it. I love it, and I think it's going to be a new trend for me. I think every trip I'm gonna maybe need a new one. Go to the Food and Wine Festival, and I've done that a couple of times now, and that's really a lot of fun as well. The Flower and Garden Festival, I also accomplished that. Dinner at Cinderella's Castle. Not only dinner at Cinderella's Castle, but witnessing a proposal at Cinderella's Castle, which actually happened twice already, that we were there and we witnessed a proposal, and it's really, really great and fun just to like see something really real life magical happening in front of you. So that was really great. Dinner at the Beast Castle in all rooms. So if you're not familiar with the Beast Castle, There are 3 different rooms that you can eat in. They have the West Wing, which is where they have the Enchanted Rose. They have the Ballroom, which is like that big main room that you may have seen on other videos where it's like if you're looking through the window, it's snowing out and they have all the angels on the ceiling and the chandeliers. And then finally the Rose Gallery, which is another room where they kind of have like the music box of Belle and the Beast that, you know, keeps turning and turning to music, and they have all these beautiful like gallery of photos from Beauty and the Beast. And yeah, so I've been in all 3 of those rooms. I've eaten in all 3 at this point. And okay, and finally, and I mentioned this earlier, I really wanted to meet Gaston and the stepsisters, and we did both, and they were both amazing experiences. Gaston is hysterical. He's so full of himself, but you love it. And the stepsisters, I actually think I have a clip of them on an older video. They actually took us out of a line. We were online for the carousel, and they took me and my 2 daughters out of the line, and they were just kind of like VIP coming through, and they brought us right onto the carousel. And the stepsister stood next to my daughter Madison the whole time for the whole ride, and she was just funny. She was so funny. So I definitely highly recommend, if you have an opportunity to meet any of those characters, totally, you know, make the effort to see them because they're a lot of fun. Hopefully some of you guys are still with me. I know this was kind of a lengthy video. I had a lot to share. And again, if you did enjoy this, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you're not following me over on Instagram, please go ahead and follow me at Jen's Happy Home on Instagram. I'm trying so hard to get some followers over on Instagram. I don't know why, it's just not happening for me. But if you enjoy my content and you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and follow me there as well. And don't forget to check out PixieDust and Peaches, because I am sure she's going to be sharing a lot of fun stuff too. I hope that you guys all have a great week, and I will see you real soon. Take care. Bye.